Well, good evening, everyone. A beautiful weekend, albeit on the windy side. Casey Key webcam showing some nice beach weather, really. Lots of sunshine out there with an east wind. It keeps all the harmful effects of red tide, what's left, offshore mainly, and that was a good sign over the weekend. Speaking of red tide, we had the report come up Friday, and get a look, some good and promising numbers coming out. At least we don't see a whole lot of reds on here, and that's a good sign. Also some whites indicating some very low red tide. Now get a look at the, again, the areas from Anna Maria Island southward into Big Pass and New Pass. Still getting some moderate reports there, but the news is on this particular graphic that it's getting away from the high category and medium categories to the low to very low and even not present in some cases up and down the coast. It has been a terrible season for red tide. It's been going on for several months. If you're just visiting us here, it has been a significant problem. Wind gusts have been a problem over the weekend, especially driving into the wind. I know that has a big concern. Now, as far as the winds go, they're weakening. You can see on the weak scale here, we're getting that blue and into the green, and that's a good sign too. Winds were gusting as high as 30 miles an hour over the weekend, even today, but though the advisories are now being dropped across the coastal waters, which is a good sign. Generally fair skies over the state, a few showers along the east coast, and 74 degrees right now. We have generally fair skies. The sunset just coming after 6:30 this evening. Dew point temperatures at 48. Winds are out of the east, still brisk at 18. The pressure, though, way up there, 30, 27. Continues to rise a little bit, but that high pressure is going to go right over the top of us or close to us, and that happens. We have our winds die down a little bit. 81 degrees right now. That was the high today. 57 was the morning low. Pretty close to the average, 37 the record, and that means we're not going to see a freeze here along the sun coast this winter. And as far as the rainfall goes, we could use a little bit of rainfall. It's dry. We saw Bo Best's story about the high fire danger. Yes, it's going to persist here too. Could be a pretty tough brush season as far as fires go. 67 degrees in Jacksonville, 70 now in Orlando, 72 in Miami, 74 degrees in Key West. The water temperature warm, 70 degrees and mid to lower 70s across the region. Those winds forecast tomorrow won't be as strong. It'll still be a little bit breezy at times, but not bad at all. With the small craft advisory, not a big issue for us tomorrow as far as that goes. The forecast planner tomorrow, look for that 80-degree temperature once again. Lots of sunshine around and should be a gorgeous day. As far as that forecast goes, you can see generally east to southeasterly winds. Here comes a front, pretty active to the north, but by the time it reaches us, kind of falls apart. We'll see a slight chance for showers come Wednesday late and Thursday, and then a very warm day today across the Great Lakes and from Chicago to Minneapolis. Some big storms firing up into Iowa right now where there are severe weather watches and warnings. This is a tornado watch, by the way, Kansas City all the way up to Minneapolis, and a high fire danger to the west of that. Temperatures, you can see that 49 in Philly, 50 in Pittsburgh, 49 or 59 in Chicago. Omaha now at 69 degrees and Salt Lake City at 36. So temperatures really quite warm across the central and northern United States. As far as boaters go, east winds 10 to 15 knots. We'll have seas running 2 to 3 feet and a light to moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The tide's upcoming for Sarasota Bay. Just at a high tide right now, and then a low tide coming at 3:38 in the morning. Mostly fair, mild 58 for a low. And then for tomorrow, breezy but not too windy, mostly sunny, high near 80 degrees. The extended forecast does call for gorgeous weather through the week. A slight chance for showers come late Wednesday and Thursday, and then a better chance Sunday and Monday. Even that, though, is pretty weak, and unfortunately, we lose an hour. We spring forward one on Saturday night.